Hello everyone. Today we explore how billions of peaches are grown and harvested each year at farms across the United States, from orchards spanning hundreds of acres to processing lines handling millions of pounds daily. The United States produces around 660,000 tons of peaches each year, with farms stretching across Georgia, California, and New Jersey. California alone delivers about 82% of total output, making it America's peach powerhouse. Smash like, hit subscribe, and join us for sweet, juicy farming stories you won't want to miss. In California, peaches are planted in late winter to early spring, when ideal temperatures help roots establish and trees thrive fast. The John Deere 8 RX410 beast, packing 410 horsepower, roars across hundreds of acres. 4 tracks grip like steel claws, never slipping so every rotation drives force into the soil, turning raw power into unstoppable traction. Peach varieties are prepared in advance. These farmers plant about 145 trees per acre, carefully spacing them to optimize sunlight, nutrients, and maximize yield. Peach trees need about 5 inches of water daily. Therefore, irrigation must be precise, keeping moisture balanced without overwatering the roots. Peaches take 3-4 years to mature. Therefore, once in season, yields can reach up to 12,000 fruits per acre, turning orchards into massive, sweet-producing machines. US peach production can reach thousands of tons each year in early spring as new buds begin to emerge. Farmers use tractors with advanced spraying systems. Therefore, pests, especially sap-sucking insects, are tightly controlled, keeping peach orchards strong and healthy. This step is crucial. Therefore, trees thrive especially as blossoms emerge in late February and early spring. In March, as spring arrives, peach blossoms blanket hundreds of acres in stunning colour, a breathtaking scene. Love this view? Comment 1 in the comments. Farmers prune trees, keeping about 60% of blossoms. Therefore, fruit density stays balanced, allowing each peach to grow larger, sweeter, and higher in quality at harvest. Each year, over 2,000 workers from Mexico and Guatemala come to California, Therefore, pruning runs non-stop. Each handles 12 trees in 30 minutes, earning about $14 per hour. Once pruning is done, millions of honeybees are brought in. Therefore, pollination surges, with hive rentals costing about $150 to $200 per colony. One month after pollination, peaches begin forming. Therefore, if fruit clusters grow too dense, workers thin them out to ensure top quality. If you only have a few peach trees, thinning isn't necessary. However, on farms of 35 acres or more, it's essential to maximize yield and fruit quality. After about 100 days, peaches reach peak ripeness. Therefore, harvest explodes the busiest time, where every acre turns into a sweet production line. Do you want to step into vast peach orchards spanning hundreds of acres and pick ripe, juicy fruits with your own hands? Comment 2 right now. Peaches have delicate skin and bruise easily. Therefore, harvesting is done entirely by hand to preserve quality. Each season, over 5,300 workers flood farms across the US, covering hundreds of acres, carefully picking every ripe fruit with precision and care. Wages range from $11 to $16 per hour. Therefore, thousands of workers head to Yakima County, Washington, where harvest season unfolds across hundreds of acres in full motion. Around 2,300 acres in Washington are dedicated to peaches. Therefore, each acre yields about 12,000 pounds, according to USDA 2021, creating massive supply. Notably, up to 91% is sold fresh right after harvest, preserving peak juiciness and flavor from orchard to table. Most processed peaches in the US come from California. Therefore, the industry runs at massive scale. However, Georgia is famed for delivering the richest flavor. Even though other states may produce more, taste is what builds its reputation. One bite of a Georgia peach, and you'll taste the difference. Therefore, its rich flavor consistently earns the top spot. Billions of peaches head to processing plants after harvest. Therefore, they're rapidly sorted, packed, or turned into canned and dried products. This is exactly what's happening inside a Georgia facility. Here, peaches are washed and sanitized. Therefore, each fruit meets standards before packing. In Georgia, prices range around $4 to $7 per pound. After about 13 to 15 years, most peach trees are replaced. Therefore, farms constantly renew to maintain peak productivity. What do you think about this growing and harvesting process? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you thought the last video was crazy, this one pushes things beyond control. Insane agricultural machine failures are about to blow your mind. The operator shifted the trailer position, altering the center of gravity. Therefore, load balance failed, a mistake, driven by misjudging towing force and weight distribution. This is insane. The LKT-81 charges straight into deep mud. Therefore, all eyes are on it to see if raw power can pull through the brutal terrain. I've watched this for years and never get bored. Therefore, the tractor's power and the operator's strength always amaze me. Have you ever seen a rescue with a K700? Add another, then a Czech ZTS, therefore they combine into a mud-soaked mission worth watching, where raw mechanical power explodes across every inch of terrain. The Belarus 1200 NR 21 struggles in deep mud, wheels spinning uselessly. Therefore, every inch forward becomes a battle, fuel burns fast, and effort gets swallowed by the terrain. Another tractor rushes in to pull it out, but the mud is too deep. Therefore, traction fails, forcing a second machine to join the rescue effort.